Morning, everybody, and welcome to the Village Guy Morning Show. For you that are joining for the first time, this is a show we chat to people of Paarl and Wellington doing amazing things and following their dreams. And today we have one of those individuals that is following their dreams abroad. So as you know, on the morning show, we're figuring things out and we're changing a bit of things. So we decided we're going to go a bit over the waters, as they say, and we're going to chat to Rushwal Samaai, who's currently in the USA, and he's practicing long jump there, practicing for the Olympics. He's been there for just under a year, 6 months or 7 months. And I wanted to find out what it's like in the USA, why the move to USA. He's also recently been married, so we just want to find out more about how's married life going about in the USA. Rush, dude, thanks so much for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Myles. I appreciate what you guys are doing back home with the village, for the village guy. And I'm glad and I'm happy to be part of the show.
Cool, man. Dude, how's things? How's USA? How's USA treating you? You've been in the news for all the wrong reasons this week, but what's USA like?
Different city, different things. I have to get used to a different culture, different environment, but I think it's something I needed. It's something to shift my mind a bit, working with some of the best coaches in the entire world. So, like I said, it's something different, something new. But I'm looking forward to the next chapter in the next couple of months heading into the preparation phase. So US is not like the South Africa, but at the same time, I was home. Home is home, but I'm happy to be here and I'm happy to do what I need to do in order to be the best athlete I can be.
Yeah, so tell me, last year, I think towards the end of last year, we were almost in retirement. Do we regret not going to retirement and sitting on the stoop with hot coffee and rusks here in Paarl?
That was an extremely difficult decision to make. I was on the brink of retirement, of calling it a season or calling it a career. And then I started thinking, I'd ask myself, is it worth it to do it now because I'm still young? I still got a couple of years left in the sport. And then I started to chat a bit with a couple of coaches. Dwight Phillips is one of them. Even Pedrosa is based in Cuba. A couple of guys in Europe as well. And I decided to end up with Dwight Phillips here in the United States, who is a 2-time Olympian and also 4-time world champion in the men's long jump. So he's a coach that knows what it is and feels to stand on major podiums when it matters. So, and he convinced me to give it a go, give him a shot and see what we can do and how we can move things forward. So retirement was definitely on the brink after Tokyo Olympic Games because I didn't feel like I had an amazing season. I felt like I could have done more at the Olympic Games, but unfortunately, certain things happen in major championships and you just got to bounce back, find your feet, bounce back, get yourself into a different environment and start over. So this is a new chapter for me. It's a clean slate and I'm starting over with something new.
Yeah, so clean slate. So we have a new country and we have a new wife as well. We married. How's that going?
A lot of times, when you listen to older people, they'll tell you marriage is nah. I think we get a different perspective of what marriage is like from a lot of people. So for me, I find I get a different experience of marriage. I've got a wife who's extremely supportive of what I want to do and how we need to do things. She's basically the admin. She sees everything in the house. She makes sure that the house runs smoothly. So at the same time, I'm just doing what I need to do, and that's provide. So we have a good understanding in terms of what both of us want and how we can be and how we are as one, and making life so much easier for both of us. So I could say it's a community, but at the same time, we are one person, trying to figure out how to make things better for ourselves. So it's amazing. It's fantastic.
What do you miss the most about SA?
Everything, every single thing.
Except load shedding, of course.
Pardon?
Of course, you don't miss load shedding.
Okay, that's one of the things we do not have here in the United States. So we don't have load shedding at all. But I think I miss the people, I miss the family, I miss my friends, I miss being able to, from training, just heading over to my mom in Amsterdam just to see if they're fine, and then going back to a couple of friends, meet a couple of friends. Now I don't have the luxury of just popping over you know, and heading into someone's, or like one of my friends' mate's house and just have a good conversation. I don't have that anymore. So now it's just me and wifey, and that's it. So I miss a lot of things about home. Like I've seen lately a lot of people is talking about they want to leave SA. I don't know why they want to leave SA, because we have the best country in the entire world.
What?
I've been everywhere in the world, and there's nothing like home. So if they want to leave, let them leave. But I won't leave South Africa for nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So we want to come back very soon.
Definitely. This is a 4-year cycle. We work up until the next Olympic Games. So we giving each other a good fair chance, myself and coach, giving it a 4-year cycle, because that's the most important thing. Figuring things out in the first year is not always good, because you first need to learn.
Yeah.
You need to learn the athlete. You need to get used to the environment. You need to get used to training programs. So a 4-year cycle, I think, is the perfect time in order to do things, you know, and figure things out. So we're working up until the next Olympics, and that's Paris. And then after Paris, I will decide to see what my future lies for me forward. But I'm definitely returning home. When the season is done in September, I'll be in South Africa.
So what's happening in the next few weeks, Rush? How's your 2022 looking? Are we competing?
I was supposed to compete at our National Senior Track and Field Championships in Cape Town, but unfortunately, due to certain circumstances, I couldn't make it. So therefore, my next competition will be the 31st of May. It will be in Ostrava, in Czech Republic. And then after the Czech Republic, I have Rabat Diamond League in Morocco. After Morocco, I have Oslo Diamond League in Norway. So there's a couple of meetings already been planned out. So my next meeting will be the 31st of May, will be my season opener. And a lot of people have been wondering, where is Rushwal Samaai? Why hasn't he competed yet? But they will definitely see me soon.
How are we feeling? Fitness, mind?
Crazy. It is. The coach is afraid, if I should put it that way.
Yeah.
He can already see things that we are doing in training that we're not supposed to be doing right this time of the season.
Wow.
But unfortunately, my body gets into shape like this, so it's something that we need to maintain heading into the season, because we've got a couple of major championships coming up. We've got the World Championships in July, then we got Commonwealth Games Championship in August. So that's the two most important competitions for us for the season. So we want to make sure that we're ready and healthy, because I know for a fact if I'm healthy, I'm going to stand on the podium no matter what. So it's just about being consistent throughout the year and doing the work that needs to be done.
Dude, I love the positivity. Jeez, like I'm getting goosebumps here the way you're talking. Yeah, so I mean, Rush, so we just want to move over to a quick game just to get the viewers to get to know you a bit better. So I've just got not true or false. You just have to pick which one of the two options. Okay, so we've already said the first one, single or taken?
Taken.
Right.
I'm a married man.
Dog or cat?
Dogs. Definitely
okay.
dogs.
We missing our dogs?
Oh, you have no idea.
Oh. Okay. Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Right. Gas or juice?
Gas. But when I say gas, I say like tonic water or something like a sparkling water. Nothing else.
All right, cool. Soccer or rugby?
Rugby.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Reading a book or watching a movie?
Watching a movie. Reading a book takes way too long, so I don't have time for that.
What was the last movie you watched?
Okay, so last night I watched not Public Enemies. It's something about Taraji P. Henson, and I forgot the name of the movie now, but it's an incredible movie.
Okay.
It's the movie based on a true story of what happened in the segregation in the United States.
All right. Nice. Getting to know your new country. Romantic comedy or action sci-fi?
Action sci-fi.
Cool. Mommy's boy or daddy's boy?
Mommy's boy.
Kids or no kids?
Kids.
When's this happening? Come. We need more champions.
We'll see. In the near future. in the near future.
Okay. Hacked or never been hacked? Has your social media been hacked or never been hacked?
Never been hacked.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's a bit of true and the false with Rushwal Samaai. Let's carry on with the interview. Yeah, so what's next for Rushwal Samaai? So you say we're 2020, we're doing Diamond League, and then of course for the Olympics. So we're remaining in USA up until then?
100%. So I'll fly back and forth. I'll leave the United States on probably like the 26th of May, which is next week. Flying over to Europe. After Europe, coming back to the United States. So I'll be back in the United States around about the 13th of June after the Diamond Leagues. But the one I'm also excited about is African Champs in Mauritius. So that's on the 5th of June to the 8th of June. But I haven't been selected yet because I haven't showed my fitness yet. So I first have to show my fitness to Athletics South Africa before I'm going to be selected for the team. So that's also one of the highlights for me, because the reason why is I want to make it 3 in a row. I want to be the first African long jumper to make it 3 in a row, championships in a row. So that's something I'm looking forward to. But with my fitness, we just have to wait and see if Athletics South Africa is going to select me.
It sounds like you're scared of your own self, the way you're talking, like you're frightened of what to expect in future.
Like, we can definitely expect something big, big distances, podium finishes. It's something I've always produced over the last couple of years, except for the last 2 years, but because of COVID as well. So I've always been a medal contender at any major championship, whether it's Olympics, whether it's World Champs or any other championship. So I've always seen myself as a competitor. And sometimes I'm afraid of what I could produce and what I can produce. So I gotta be in tune and in line with mind, body, soul, and just go out there, have fun, and stand on major podiums, because that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah, and I mean, a topic this 2 weeks that we're doing on the Village, guys, of course, mental health with men. We're going to have a session next week, Thursday. And of course, you, professional athlete, I mean, mental toughness is probably more important than physical at some stage. How do you manage it? What are you doing? You alone there? Do you have a nice crew and support?
Like I've struggled with mental health issues twice in my career so far. The one was after Olympic Games in 2016. Rio 2016, and I think the one was last year, where I had like mental breakdowns in terms of not being able to perform the way we wanted to perform. At the Rio 2016, heading into Olympic Games in 2016, I was the favorite to win the gold medal. 2 days before the championship would start, I tore my hamstring. I got injured, so that put me in a way deep, dark depression mode. But I was fortunate enough to work with one of my psychologists. Martin is based in Johannesburg, and I worked with him for 6 months. Every month we had one session just to get me back onto the track, because I didn't want to do anything after 2016. And he worked with me, worked my mind, telling me that I've done it before, I can do it again. So it's not that difficult to bounce back, It's in the mind, so you just gotta overcome certain barriers in order to get yourself back to where you want to be. So a lot of times, like, people tend to neglect the mental side, but they don't have no idea how important it is in order to keep your mind aligned with your body. That's the only way you can move forward, and the only way you're going to perform. So if you have to see a psychologist, see a psychologist. A lot of times in our communities, the colored communities, we think when we see psychologists, you're crazy. No, it's not about that. It's just about reaching out to get help from a different perspective and someone totally different who's been in that situation. So I beg you guys for standing up for mental health, especially in men, and continue what you guys are doing, because it's fantastic.
Cool, thanks, dude. And then, of course, with some of the youngsters that are watching, motivation, of course, Rushwal Samaai, I know most of us know the story, walked to the Josaphat after hours to go practice, come from the streets of Amstelhof, and now it's USA at top level. I mean, tell the kids down there that there's, give them some hope. There's hope out there.
Don't be afraid. That's one of the most important things. I think we as humans are afraid to accomplish certain things. We have no idea what the mind can do once you set something, once you set your mind onto a specific goal. Don't be afraid. Don't don't let anyone tell you it's not possible, because it is. I've done it before, and I will do it again. And so many people before me has done it. You know, so if you ever go for it, don't let nobody tell you it is not possible. The ball is not in their court. The ball is in your court. You have the chance and opportunity to create something better with your life. No one else can do it but yourself. So keep it moving, keep it pushing, keep it moving forward, and stay true to yourself.
Dude, on that note, thanks so much, man. Jeez, it's like we chat on WhatsApp, but I mean, today was another level of Rushwal Samaai. I mean, we seeing the Insta videos and we see we jumping further and further and further. So yeah, good luck with the rest of the season. We're watching you closely. Good luck with the preps for the Olympics. We're watching you closely. I mean, it's probably going to be epic for you. And yeah, thanks for your time in the US. What time is it there? 2 o'clock?
Now it's 1:30.
All right, so we have lunch. So we're eating broccoli and chicken for lunch.
No, I eat whatever I want to eat.
Okay.
Just in an awesome manner.
Perfect, dude. Rush, thanks so much for your time, dude. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Myles, for having me. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Stay good. Stay safe.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Rush, thanks so much for joining us and giving us some inspirational words there. Yeah, guys, for those of you that don't know, Rushwal Samaai, living it up in the USA, all the way from Amstelhof here in Paarl, plying his trade with long jumping, practicing for the Olympics. We also chatted a bit about mental health in his conversation. I just want to remind you again, tomorrow evening, it's not too late, tomorrow evening we have an event here at Workshop 17. Mental health for men. We have 2 social workers here that's going to have a panel discussion. You can join us. If you want to have a dialogue on mental health or just want to join us for the conversation, the link will be below here. You can just click on it. Yeah, and hopefully we see you tomorrow here at Workshop 17, 6 p.m. and coffee's on the house. So there's a good reason to join us. Thanks. So we're just going over to the next segment.
Whether you have a big meeting coming up or need a change of scenery to brainstorm new ideas, Workshop 17 offers beautiful workspaces for individuals, teams and enterprises at affordable rates. Workspaces include phone booths, meeting rooms, boardrooms and auditoriums which allow you to work, meet and collaborate in an optimal environment. With 2 locations in Johannesburg, 3 in Cape Town and thousands of members, Workshop 17 is proving to not only change the way we do business, but change the way we see it. You can choose between a number of workspace solutions that gives you unlimited internet access, ample parking space, access to facilities and even optional access to all Workshop 17 locations for the traveling entrepreneur. Visit our website workshop17.co.za for more information and feel free to compare our membership plans so the next meeting or brainstorming session you have will be in the perfect environment to get the best results, all while enjoying the best cappuccino in town. We'll see you soon at Workshop 17.
Hey guys, yeah, welcome back. Part of the morning show, we have something new called Topic of the Day. And today we're talking about hacking, and someone in the team, Jeremeo Le Cordeur, who's the magician behind the camera, he got hacked recently, and we were sitting in studio and he just mentioned what happened over the weekend. And we just thought it'd be valuable if he tells us what happened and also how you can get your account back and what are the signs to watch in the event something does happen. Welcome to the show, Jeremeo.
Thank you. It's good to be in front of the camera. But firstly, my Oma would never forgive me if I didn't correct you. It's Le Cordeur.
Sorry, Le Cordeur.
Yes.
Oh, not Le Cordeur.
No, Le Cordeur.
Okay, sorry, Le Cordeur.
It's connected to the French word cord. So it's when the French, when they migrated to Franschhoek way back in our history, it was their functionality, wat hulle op die skippe gedoen het.
Okay.
Like something with the cord. So there's like a functional.
All right.
Yeah, the cord is important.
I was wondering.
Le Cordeur.
I was wondering why you always want this extension cord here in the studio. But now it makes sense. Dude, what happened? Tell us.
So, sure. So a while ago, a friend of mine was chatting to me on my Instagram in my DM, and lo and behold, I found out later that it wasn't my friend at all. It was in fact a hacker who hacked my friend's account, and then they engaged in a conversation with me. So I wouldn't know any different. It's no different than you having a conversation
Yeah.
with me on WhatsApp. I'm thinking, hey, it's my friend, and my friend is chatting, and he's telling me about this thing, and he's like, check out this link, and I'm just like, okay. There was a little bit of suspicion,
Okay.
but I suppose because it's your friend, you're just like,
Yeah.
okay.
They won't send you something
yeah,
wrong.
you know, so you click on the thing and you type in your email address and whatever, and the next thing I know, I was immediately sort of like kicked out of my Instagram account.
Okay.
And so I couldn't log back in. I tried to log back in and said, okay, you must know my emails what say somebody unauthorized access in your account and
I
whatnot.
got one
and
yesterday
whatnot.
from Wellington on Instagram.
You got to be careful.
It was you.
Yeah. Yes, that one was me. But now you know what messages I'm talking about, except this one was in Nigeria.
Jeez.
And I was like, what the hell? And long story short, I was kicked out of my account entirely.
Okay.
So they changed my email. They changed my phone number.
And this all happened because you clicked on the link.
Yes, and I typed in my email or something like that. So they probably have some
Jeez.
back-end way of doing it. And then they use that email or
Yeah.
whatever, and then gaan hulle in your account, and then they change your email, they change your cell phone number. So in essence, they are then making it their account, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. If it's
Yeah.
their email, their
Yeah.
number,
Yeah.
dan behoort die account ons nie meer aan jou nie, dan
Yeah.
behoort dit nou essentially aan die hacker, except they are still using your likeness, your face, your
Yeah.
posts, your... And so they made a post on my Instagram. If I can find the picture, I'll put it
Yeah.
up here somewhere. And in the post, it claims that I just got a payout of, I think, 160,000 Rand from FNB or something.
Okay.
So they posted that on my account.
Right.
So now all my friends are thinking, yo,
Someone got
Jeremeo
paid.
just got 160,000 Rand.
So all the real friends popped up.
So this is quite interesting. I got a mixture of two sort of reactions.
Yeah.
On the one end, I had a bunch of friends then asking me on WhatsApp, like, is this real?
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was fake. Wow, is this really
Well
work? So
done,
yeah, so the one end of it, you have people that's genuinely interested. And on the other end, I had friends immediately telling me, dude, you're hacked.
Oh, wow. Okay, the close ones, the ones that know you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're like, they don't know me to post stuff like that. So they're like, Jerry, I think your account is hacked. And I must say thank you to all those people.
Yeah.
Because only times like these when you also actually see who pays attention to
100%.
your account. And so I'm really fortunate to have gotten so many messages of people just saying your account is hacked, your account is hacked. And by then I obviously knew.
Yeah.
And I tried to get my account back. But what happened was, I don't know if you know about this two-way
authentication.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the hacker is so advanced that they even set up that on your account. So as much as I'm logging in, trying to go in, the hacker is then getting an SMS saying,
Jeez, you're trying to
get into your account, punch in this code, and of course I don't have the code. So I do what I usually do when I don't understand something. Ik vraag vir Uncle Google.
For YouTube,
and I go to YouTube and I type in, what do I do? And so you would be surprised how many people get hacked. You think it's like, is maar nou net ek.
Yeah.
No. At least almost every single person that engaged in a conversation with me about being hacked,
Yeah.
basically everybody knew of somebody else that it had happened to.
Yeah. So what did you do? Like you have to send YouTube
On YouTube, I kind of just looked at the video to see what I can do, and
Yeah.
that's when I found out that Instagram actually has no sort of customer care platform. So as asof jy vir Instagram kan bel, as asof jy vir Vodacom kan bel en gou sê kyk
Yeah.
my phone werkie. So you can't really just email Instagram and be like,
Hey, I need help.
No, you can't because they don't have
Wow.
that interface, right? So all you have is these automated.
Bots.
So yeah, so you can only die click and
Oh.
try this
And
and
at this
try
stage you're
that.
like, I need my account.
I was actually, because seeing that, you're on the topic of mental health,
Yeah.
I made a conscious decision, even in the beginning when I saw my account was hacked, I made a conscious decision not to let it freak me out.
Yeah, not to stress.
Because I'm also somebody with my anxiety can get completely out of hand if I don't
Yeah.
manage it. And I knew if I allow this to kind
Yeah.
of get to me,
Yeah.
it's going to knock off my balance for everything else I had to do.
But I mean, you can imagine there are people that have millions and millions and followers and they're built on this empire of YouTube.
Absolutely. And it is incredibly stressful.
And then all of a
it's-
sudden, gone.
And it feels, and to make matters worse, he was now actively talking to friends
Wow.
as me. So essentially, what got me hacked in the first place is now setting up other people to get hacked in the same way. In fact, somebody did get hacked and they lost 3,500 rand because they believed it.
Wow.
And
but how did you get it back? Sorry.
So what I
did you
did
do?
was I followed the YouTube video, and there's a way you can kind of, if you have pictures on your account of your face,
Yeah.
you kind of in luck, because then you
Okay.
can, there's a way you can verify that it is you. En moet jy letterlik foto's vat van elke angle van jou gesig, die
Okay.
kant, die kant op,
Like
af.
selfies.
Yes, you have to
Okay.
take of yourself, and you basically submit that to Instagram, and it takes them about like 24 hours to get back to you.
Jeez.
And thankfully, they got back to me, and they, like I said, I'm fortunate enough to have had pictures of my face on my account.
Oh, wow.
So I could prove that it was me. And then they then send you like a backup code. You know that two-way verification code? So they then send you a code. And then I logged in, punched in their code. But get this, now it's like a race.
Who does it first?
Yes, because the moment I put it in, the hacker gets a notification. He tries to hack me again. I'm trying to hack back into my old account. Meanwhile, kom die emails net van Instagram af. You're trying to change your password for the 5th time, because it's now me changing it and then the hacker changing it. Because now essentially we are both in the account, right?
Yeah.
And that the most important thing once you get back into your account is you have to remove everything. And this hacker, you would be surprised. It was his email, it was his phone number, it was his two-way authentication, it was information going to at least 3 different Facebook pages linked from my things. So die hacker, in the 3 days that I was hacked,
Was busy.
he was besig.
Yeah.
And then eventually, thankfully, was ek maar nou daarom vinnig genoeg vir hom, and I managed to get my account back, change everything back, remove all of his stuff, managed to see who exactly this person is in Nigeria, want toen het mos nog gelinkt aan die Facebook. So I got a name, got to send that person, got to send him a message to give him a piece of my mind,
I would
just to release some of that energy, you know. And thankfully, I think even now, I'm like one of the lucky ones to get my account back, because I am sort of like a gadget person. But since then, I've had 2 other people asking me what I did.
Well, yeah, you're telling the people.
The one person did try it. She did get back into her account. Unfortunately, she wasn't fast enough, and the hacker hacked her back. So that's what I'm saying. There's like a step process, but it can be incredibly stressful.
I can imagine.
It does feel like an invasion of privacy, especially after I got back into my account and I looked in the messages, and then you could see what the person told people as you, right?
Wow.
And that is scary.
So tell me, what are the 3 things to watch out for? So if you're on your phone, the first one is don't click on anything.
Don't click on any link, and moenie agter geld aangaan nie, because as much as you would like to believe there is such a thing as free money, there just simply isn't.
Otherwise it will be rich.
Yes. So don't get tempted when somebody tells you there's 5,000 or 50,000 rand waiting. Click on this link.
Your inheritance.
Yes, even if it is somebody like Myles or somebody like me. Because as you know, the hacker has found a way to use other people as their mask. So, yeah, I would just say, try not to get tempted by money. Try not to click on any links you feel is not safe. And put on that 2-way authentication. You would be surprised how many people do not have that turned on. I did not before this.
Oh, right. Okay, mine's on,
So, which means that whenever you log into your Facebook or your Instagram, it will ask you for a unique code that only you can have access to. That means if the hacker even tries to hack you, I gaat jou code moet het. So, put on your 2-way authentication. Try to be cautious of free money, and also just be careful about the links and the forex trading besigheid. I know there are traders, and I know there are friends of mine where it does work, but it also seems to be like a smoke screen for hacking as well.
100%.
So be careful of those forex accounts and
Cool. Jeremeo, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Guys, but if I send you a message for money, don't be shy. Send it over to me. That was our Tech Talk. Of course, that's the topic of the day. So we are, thanks Jeremeo. So if you need any information, send us information, send us suggestions. If you were hacked, maybe tell us your story, because people can learn from you. And then, back to the show. We will see you now. Guys, thanks so much for joining. We spoke to Rushwal. Thanks so much, Rushwal, for your time. Very interesting conversation, currently in the USA. Yeah, we also touched on mental health, so don't forget tomorrow we've got the link at the bottom. Here at Workshop 17, 6 p.m, Mental Health for Men. Come join in with a conversation and come get some free coffee. Next week, we have Minky Ellers here. So she is an actress and she's going to tell us a bit about her journey, and maybe we have a few surprises for her as well. And also don't forget to subscribe. If you like what we're doing and you want to give us any suggestions or comments, let us know on the various social media platforms. And lastly, we had a nice topic today on hacking. One of our own, Jeremeo, he was hacked. He told us about what the experience was and yeah, what to do and what to watch out so it doesn't happen to you. So next week, 8 a.m, live on YouTube, live on Facebook. Make a date with us, morning coffee, morning rusk, like Judith would say, and come join in the conversation. Thanks for joining in. Wait, Rush. Joshua wants to say hello. Just come say hello.
Anytime.
Hello.
What's happening, Josh? You good?
I'm fine and you, thank you.
I'm good. Listen, how's the Fortnite going?
Good.
You're winning?